Good evening and welcome to the Nightly News, brought to you by St. Rose Television at the College of St. Rose. Today is November 12th, 2018. I'm David Meister.
And I'm Leanne DeMartino. Let's get into tonight's news. Tonight we will be talking about Rock the Rain, Wild and Out, St. Rose's Style, let's talk about race discussion, All Abilities Unite, Albany's gospel talent coming to campus, St. Rose Sports, and we'll take a look at some popular movies.
On Friday, November 9th, a relief concert for Hurricane Michael victims in Florida, titled Rock the Rain, took place in Jack's Place, located in the Hearst Building. 4 different artists, including Juliana Sweeney, Pink Noise, Sydney Shizano, and Hasty Page, performed. A $5 suggested donation was asked for at the door to help the relief fund in Panama City to aid in supplying goods and food for those devastated by the hurricane.
On Friday, November 16th from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. in St. Joseph's Hall, the Spectrum Alana Student Union will present an authentic take on MTV's hit show, Wild and Out. 2 groups of students will be masquerading as 2 improv troupes, launching jokes at each other to give students a chance to relax and enjoy themselves before finals begin. The after party begins at 9:30 p.m. Both the main event and after party are free.
On Wednesday, November 21st from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., the faculty and staff of St. Rose, alongside many students, are holding a tabling event to discuss the recent flyer posted on campus having to do with white nationalism. The event will be held between Starbucks and Camelot Room, as well as the main lounge. Resources will be provided and discussions are encouraged.
On Thursday, December 6th, the Disabilities Rights New York and Women Everywhere Believe will be hosting a panel discussion about disabilities and mental health on campus. This event will be held in the main lounge, and all are encouraged to come.
This past Saturday, gospel and worship groups native to Albany performed in the Lally School of Education, allowing St. Rose students, church members, and lovers of gospel from all over to unite for a night of praise. The Vocal Angels, St. Rose's Club, led the event. Featured groups included the New Bethel Youth Choir, Ma Lee and Friends, the Millennial Praise Team, and His Image. A sermon was given by guest speaker Pastor Frazier.
Now let's go to SRTV's meteorologist Lauren Kaszuba to tell us what to expect for weather for the rest of the week. Here's to you, Lauren.
Thanks, guys. So on Monday, it'll rain with a high of 47 and a low of 36. On Tuesday, it'll rain with a high of 41 and a low of 26. On Wednesday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 35 and a low of 21. On Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy again with a high of 35 and a low of 28. On Friday, it'll actually snow with a high of 38 and a low of 35. On Saturday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 41 and a low of 29. And on Sunday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 33. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Lauren. Let's get into this week in sports. The women's soccer team began their NCAA tournament run last week with their first-round match against the Mercy College Mavericks last Friday, which St. Rose won in dramatic fashion, 4-3 in penalty kicks. St. Rose's next NCAA matchup was against the Bridgeport Purple Knights on Sunday, but the season came to an end as St. Rose fell 3-0. They finished the 2018 season with a 13-5-4 record. The women's volleyball team had their quarterfinal match in the NE10 tournament on the road last Tuesday against the Adelphi Panthers, but the Golden Knights were swept out 3-0. The team finishes their 2018 season with a 17-12 record. Moving on to the hardwood now, the women's basketball team began their 2018-19 season in Rochester at the Roberts Wesleyan Tournament. On Friday, they began the tournament with their first match against the Damon Wildcats, which the Golden Knights came back to win by a final score of 69-66. They then played on Saturday against the hosts, the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks, and St. Rose pulled off another dramatic victory, this time by a count of 58-57. The team begins their campaign with a 2-0 start, and they will have their home opener on Wednesday against the Southern Connecticut State Owls at 5:30. Also beginning their season last weekend was the men's basketball team. They opened up at home on Saturday against the Georgian Court Lions, a part of the St. Rose tip-off tournament, which St. Rose won in emphatic fashion, 90-74. The win starts interim head coach Mike Perno off on the right foot with his first official coaching win at the collegiate level. St. Rose will continue their opening homestand on Wednesday against the Southern Connecticut State Owls at 7:30, and that's all for sports this week. And do you enjoy movies? Not sure what to watch? Take a look at this full episode from SRTV's movie reviewer Alan Hills as he discusses The Christmas Train.
Ho, 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 I'm Alan Hills, and welcome to the College of St. Rose's movie review show, A Night at the Movies, brought to you by the Campus Production Club, St. Rose Television. Let's cut to the chase. Christmas time is just about here, and so is my first Christmas-themed episode. This will also be the show's most unique episode yet, since we'll be transitioning from the movie theater to the TV set. If you're in desperate need of a new Christmas movie, then sometimes you have to look in other places to find filmmaking gold. Such is the case for what is probably 2017's greatest TV film, The Christmas Train. No, not that one. This one's way better. It was just released on DVD and digital, and it's based on the book written by one of America's most cherished authors, David Baldacci. So as always, here's the rundown. Director Ron Oliver does an amazing job with The Christmas Train, since he manages to highlight the seasonal beauty of the settings while staying true to the characters and their crucial moments. The cinematography exemplifies the improvement in direction that many fictional TV programs have received acclaim for. Plus, the film is also part of the Hallmark Hall of Fame series, which has been around since the 50s, where TV films are given the same high-end production values as theatrical films. So naturally, this film is a complete delight to look at. In addition, the film features an all-Hollywood lead cast, which is rare for most Hallmark films. It specifically stars Dermot Mulroney, Kimberly Williams-Paisley, Joan Cusack, and Danny Glover, who all deliver passionate interpretations of Baldacci's literary characters. The chemistry between all of them is beautifully pleasant, and it's enough to make you smile, since they're all part of an appealing Christmas story that causes very little stress. If you ask me, there aren't enough movies like this where the simplicity of its mise-en-scène is enough. Mulroney even wrote and recorded a great theme song for the movie, obviously called Christmas Train, which is suitably touching. He actually is a very good singer, which no one knew until that song was released. Unfortunately, it's not streaming on Spotify for some reason, but it is available on iTunes for only 99 cents, much to Mulroney's satisfaction. So download it and add some new Christmas magic to your playlists. And be sure to watch The Christmas Train. I hope you love it as much as I do. But as Mulroney says in his song, tickets aren't free. It'll cost a few jokes and a smile. And that's all the time we have. I'm Alan Hills, and this has been A Night at the Movies. Thank you for watching. See you next week, and Merry Christmas.
Well, that's all we have for the nightly news this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Leanne DeMartino.
And I'm David Meister.
For more information on any of our stories, take a look at the Chronicle, the St. Rose newspaper, both in print and online. See you next week.
Great night, everybody.